So this, for every problem we have to use the same format, that is method of first principles. Now we need to apply limit. In order to apply limit, if you have product of two functions, you can apply limit separately for each function. Again, my dear students, in the place of delta x, suppose if you try putting 0, it will become 0 by 0. If you have product of two functions, I taught you, you can apply limit for each function. Derivative of secant x gives you secant into tan, and to differentiate secant, take f of x as secant. Welcome to the session, dear students. In my last class, we have done problems based on what? First principles. Today, we will continue with some more problems of first principles. Differentiate sin x by method of first principles with respect to x. Now, they gave the function. What is the function given? Sin x. I taught you in my last class. First, you should write the function as f of x, then you should find f of x plus delta x, then you should know the formula. What is first principles formula? Before I start this, we should know three important concepts. One is sin c minus sin d. Sin c minus sin d. Sin c minus sin d is 2 cos c plus d by 2 into sin c minus d by 2. This is called as transformation formula of trigonometry. What is sin c minus sin d? 2 cos c plus d by 2 into sin c minus d by 2. The other one is method of first principles. In my last class, I taught you dy by dx can be written as limit delta x tends to 0 f of x plus delta x minus f of x divided by delta x. What we call this as? This is method of first principles. So before we start the problems, first you should be thorough with this. So this, for every problem we have to use the same format, that is method of first principles. Dy by dx is limit delta x tends to 0 f of x plus delta x minus f of x by delta x. F of x means given function, and for this problem basically you should know transformation, sin c minus sin d. What is sin c minus sin d? 2 cos c plus d by 2 into sin c minus d by 2. And also you should know theorem. What is the theorem we have learnt? Limit theta tends to 0 sin theta by theta. What is limit theta tends to 0 sin theta by theta? 1. So this is the theorem you should know, and this is the transformation you should know, this is the formula you should know. Now we'll start with first principles. We'll take f of x. Let f of x is equal to sin x. Given function, I call it as sin x. Then find f of x plus delta x. What is f of x plus delta x? In the place of x, put x plus delta x. So it will become sin of x plus delta x. So now they want you to differentiate sin x by method of first principles. Take sin x as f of x. Then f of x plus delta x becomes sin of x plus delta x. After that, we use the formula by method of first principles. By first principles. What is the formula we have learned? By first principles. All of you know the formula. This is the formula we have to use. What is that? Dy by dx is equal to limit delta x tends to 0 f of x plus delta x minus f of x divided by delta x. This is a formula for what? First principles. Then further, limit delta x tends to 0 f of x plus delta x in this problem is what? Sin of x plus delta x. In every problem, f of x and f of x plus delta x will be different, and f of x is what? Sin x divided by what? Delta x. Now delta x tends to 0 means what? In the place of delta x, put 0. If you put 0, this will become 0, it will be sin x. Sin x minus sin x is 0. Denominator also becomes 0. Suppose if you apply limit directly, it will become 0 by 0. When you apply limit, you should not get 0 by 0. All of you know 0 by 0 is what? Mathematical indeterminate. So we'll simplify this. So now we have limit delta x tends to 0 sin of x plus delta x minus sin x divided by delta x. This is the format we have. Now numerator, if you see, it is in the form sin c minus sin d. So further, that is equal to limit delta x tends to 0 sin c minus sin d. All of you know sin c minus sin d can be written as 2 cos c plus d by 2. C means this whole thing, d means this. C plus d by 2 means x plus delta x plus x by 2 into sin c minus d by 2. Sin of x plus delta x minus x by 2 divided by delta x. Further, limit delta x tends to 0, we have x plus x is 2x. So, 2 cos 2x plus delta x into x and minus x cancels, we are left out with sin of delta x by 2 divided by what? Delta x. Now, we need to apply limit. In order to apply limit, if you have product of two functions, you can apply limit separately for each function. So, I will separate this as limit delta x tends to 0. I will apply it for first part. What is the first part? 2 cos 2x plus delta x, and remaining part is what? Sin of delta x by 2 by delta x. I wrote like this. I write them as product of two functions. All of you know, if you have product of two functions, then you can apply limit for each function. Limit of f of x into g of x is limit of f of x into limit of g of x, that we discussed in limits topic. So, now apply limit separately for first function, that is limit delta x tends to 0, first function. What is the first function? 2 cos 2x plus delta x. Then apply limit separately for second function, that is limit delta x tends to 0, sin delta x by 2 divided by delta x. Now, the first one, delta x tends to 0 means in the place of delta x put 0, it will become 2 cos 2x plus 0, and here if you observe, convert it into standard theorem. So, before I start, I told you, so we have theorem. What is the theorem? Limit theta tends to 0, sin theta by theta is 1. Means what? If this is theta, if this is theta, if this is theta, if these three things are same, answer is what? 1. Same technique we use here now. Here I have delta x by 2, but here by 2 is missing, so divide and multiply by 2. Before you apply limit, simplify. Limit delta x tends to 0, sin of delta x by 2 divided by, we have delta x, so divide and multiply by 2. So, into 2 and by 2. This denominator 2 you can take it out. Here you simplify this, it will become 2 cos 2x. If you simplify this, by 2 is in denominator, take it out, it will become 1 by 2 into remaining part. What is the remaining part? Limit delta x tends to 0, sin delta x by 2 divided by delta x by 2. Observe this carefully. If delta x is tending to 0, delta x by 2 also tends to 0. Divide 2 on both sides. Delta x by 2 tends to 0 by 2, 0 by 2 is 0. So, now this 2 and the 2 cancel. So, we have cos 2x by 2, here by 2. Here x plus x is 2x plus delta x by 2. So, by 2, 2 cancels, we will have cos x into limit theta tends to 0, sin theta by theta is what? 1. So, it will become cos x into 1 is cos x. So, now we got the form. So, therefore, finally we got dy by dx. What is dy by dx? We got cos x. Or I can say d by dx of sin x is cos x. What is differentiation of sin x? With respect to x gives you cos x. This is the formula we derived. So, now coming back to this. So, they want you to differentiate sin x with respect to what? First principles. Whatever they give, call it as f of x. They gave a function sin x, take f of x is equal to sin x, then find f of x plus delta x. What is f of x plus delta x? Sin of x plus delta x. Then use the formula for first principles. You know first principle formula. What is first principle formula? dy by dx is equal to limit delta x tends to 0, f of x plus delta x minus f of x by delta x. Now, f of x means given function, call it as sin x. F of x plus delta x means it will be sin of x plus delta x. So, in the place of f of x plus delta x, put sin of x plus delta x and sin x and substitute. Now, in the place of delta x directly, if you put 0, it will become 0 by 0. So, that is why. So, we have to apply limit by using the transformation sin c minus sin d. What is sin c minus sin d? 2 cos c plus d by 2. So, it will become 2 cos c means this x plus delta x plus d means this x by 2 into sin c minus d by 2. So, that is why I told you before you start, first recollect this transformation of trigonometry. What is sin c minus sin d in trigonometry? 2 cos c plus d by 2 into sin c minus d by 2. So, go on applying limit and finally you will get this. And here further, so this card part, the 2 cos part you separate it and sin part you separate it, write them as product of two functions, and if you have product of two functions, then you can apply a limit for each function, apply limit for first function into apply limit for second function, reduce the second function to sin theta by theta form. Here we have delta x by 2, but by 2 is missing, divide and multiply by 2, this 1 by 2 is constant, take it out and apply limit, this will become 1, and this in the place of delta x put 0, you will get cos x. So answer is cos x into 1 cos x. What is derivative of sin x? Cos x. This is the first trigonometric function we have done by first principles. My dear students, I am expecting you people to do cos x by yourself. So what are the methods? Take f of x as what? Cos x. And take f of x plus delta x as what? Cos of x plus delta x. And what is the hint you required is you need to know cos c minus cos d. Like there I taught you sin c minus sin d. Here you will get situation cos c minus cos d. Cos c minus cos d is minus 2 sin c plus d by 2 into sin c minus d by 2. This is the formula you need. What is cos c minus cos d? Minus 2 sin c plus d by 2 into sin c minus d by 2. And as usual, method of first principles. So here dy by dx is what? Dy by dx is equal to limit delta x tends to 0 f of x plus delta x minus f of x by delta x. This is a method of first principles. And further, you know how to substitute. F of x, what you should take? In this problem I told you cos x. F of x plus delta x, what you should take? In this problem you should take it as what? Cos of x plus delta x. And I told you directly if you apply limit you will not get the answer. So what you should do? I told you utilize this formula cos c minus cos d. What is cos c minus cos d? Minus 2 sin c plus d by 2 into sin c minus d by 2. I am giving all the possible hints. Using these hints you have to complete. Finally you should get dy by dx as minus sin x. What should be your answer? Minus sin x. This is the assignment for you. Refer the sin x and do the cos x by yourself, and your answer has to be minus sin x, and whatever the required hints I have written on the board. Now we'll go to the next one, that is differentiate tan x by method of first principles. They want you to differentiate tan x by method of what? First principles. First what you should do? F of x. What is f of x? Tan x. Take f of x as what? Tan x. Then f of x plus delta x. What is f of x plus delta x? Tan of x plus delta x. Then as usual by method of first principles. By method of first principles, what is the formula? By first principles, all of you know, by first principles dy by dx is equal to limit delta x tends to 0 f of x plus delta x minus f of x divided by what? Delta x. So now what you are supposed to do? In the place of f of x, substitute the function. So limit delta x tends to 0 f of x plus delta x means tan of x plus delta x minus tan x divided by delta x. Again my dear students, in the place of delta x, suppose if you try putting 0, it will become 0 by 0. All of you know 0 by 0 is what? Mathematical indeterminate. Till this part I hope all of you understood. So if they ask you to differentiate with respect to x using first principles, take the given function. What is the given function? Tan x. Take it as what? F of x. And then immediately find what? F of x plus delta x. In the place of x, put x plus delta x on both sides. So this will become x plus delta x. Here tan will be as it is, it will become x plus delta x. And all of you know what is the formula for first principles. What is the formula? dy by dx is equal to limit delta x tends to 0 f of x plus delta x minus f of x by delta x. In the place of f of x plus delta x, we have tan of x plus delta x, and f of x is tan x. Now suppose if you apply directly limit, it will become 0 by 0. So we need to simplify. Simplification. So now I have limit delta x tends to 0 tan of x plus delta x minus tan x divided by delta x. So can I write it as 1 by delta x separately? So now what we'll do, we'll simplify this. Can I write this as limit delta x tends to 0? I'll separate 1 by delta x, and further if you carefully observe, tan is there. You know tan can be written as what? Tan theta is sin theta by cos theta. So tan of x plus delta x, can I write it as sin of x plus delta x by cos of x plus delta x? So I'm writing tan as what? Sin by cos minus, again we have tan can be written as sin x by cos x. So I separated 1 by delta x. Now I'll simplify this. That is limit delta x tends to 0. Let 1 by delta x be outside into, so take LCM. What is the LCM for this? Product of the denominators, that is cos of x plus delta x into cos x. Then cross multiply, it will become sin of x plus delta x into cos x minus cos of x plus delta x into sin x. Now further simplification, that is dy by dx is equal to limit delta x tends to 0, denominator is what? Cos of x plus delta x into cos x, and numerator, if you observe it, is in the form sin A cos B minus cos A sin B. So, you should know the compound angle formula to solve this. What is sin A cos B minus cos A sin B? Sin of A minus B. What is sin of A minus B? It's a compound angle in trigonometry. Sin of A minus B is sin A cos B minus cos A sin B. So, if you have the form like sin A cos B minus cos A sin B, you can write it as sin of A minus B. So, now numerator, it is in the form sin A cos B minus cos A sin B. I can write it as sin of A minus B, that is sin of x plus delta x minus x. Further, that is limit delta x tends to 0, sin of, so you can see x and minus x cancels, we are left out with what? Sin delta x divided by, already we have outside we have 1 by delta x, that you carry or write delta x in denominator directly. So, I will write delta x into cos of x plus delta x into cos x. So, now see this 1 by delta x, I am taking delta x here, that is it. So, I wrote delta x here, you can see this is delta x. Further, you can split it as product of two functions because we have sin theta by theta form. So, what I will do? I will write it as limit delta x tends to 0. I will separate sin delta x divided by delta x, and then I will separate remaining part. What is remaining part? 1 divided by cos of x plus delta x into cos x. So, now if you have product of two functions, I taught you, you can apply limit for each function. So, now I made it as sin delta x by delta x into 1 by this. Now, apply limit separately for this and apply limit separately for this. So, then it will become limit delta x tends to 0 sin delta x divided by delta x separately, and limit delta x tends to 0, 1 by cos of x plus delta x into cos x separately. So, all of you know sin theta by theta is what? 1. Limit delta x tends to 0, sin delta x by delta x is in the form limit theta tends to 0, sin theta by theta, that is 1. And delta x tends to 0 means in the place of delta x put 0. If you do that, you will have 1 by cos of x plus 0 into cos x, that is finally you will be left out with 1 by cos x into cos x, that is 1 by cos square x. So, we are left out with dy by dx, you got 1 by cos square x. All of you know cos is the reciprocal of what? Secant square. That implies finally dy by dx can be written as 1 by cos is what? Secant square x. So, we got the formula. So, dy by dx of tan x or differentiation of tan x gives you what? Secant square x. What is derivative of tan x? Secant square x. So, now I have done sin x. Then I gave a hint and I am asking you to do cos x by yourself. Now, I have done tan x and you can do cot x by yourself. Similarly, secant x. Let me guide you the hints and I will expect you people to complete this. So, here f of x you take it as what? Secant x. Then take f of x plus delta x. What is f of x plus delta x? Secant of x plus delta x. Hint is simple. All of you know secant is the reciprocal of cos. Secant x in maths can be written as 1 by cos x. This is the hint number 1. So, hint number 1 I am giving you, and hint number 2 is simple. So, final answer I am giving you by at the end you are supposed to get this dy by dx for secant x should be what? Secant x into tan x. Your final answer you rearrange and get this form. So, secant x is the next function. Derivative of secant x gives you secant into tan, and to differentiate secant take f of x as secant, and secant can be written as 1 by cos. While applying first principle form, what is the first principle form? Dy by dx is equal to limit delta x tends to 0, f of x plus delta x minus f of x by delta x. There in the place of f of x plus delta x you will write this, f of x you will write this, then secant convert it into 1 by cos. Take LCM, simplify, you will get the answer. And finally you have to arrive at this. Let me summarize. See, I have done in my last session, I have done x per n, then I have done e per x, then I have done some more interesting functions, that is root x. In today's session, I have done sine, I guided you for cos, I have done tan, I guided you for cot, and secant and cosecant, I gave the hints, utilize the hints and solve. So, summary is simple. Again, derivative dy by dx in terms of first principle is what? Limit delta x tends to 0, f of x plus delta x minus f of x is the hint, and in today's class the basic trigonometric functions we use sin c minus sin d. What is sin c minus sin d? 2 cos c plus d by 2 into sin c minus d by 2. You should be thorough with this. And one more interesting format I told you, tan theta, tan x can be written as sin x by cos x. This is another hint. And we used another compound angle, sin of a minus b. What is sin of a minus b in maths? Sin of a minus b is sin a cos b minus cos a sin b. Again, this will become easy for you people once you are thorough with trigonometry. So in trigonometry, we'll have these compound angles. So we use these things, and I gave hints for many other problems. I hope all of you understood what I taught you. Become thorough with whatever I have taught. Sit and practice sin x and cos x, x power n. These are standards. So in my last session, whatever I have done, all are important. In this session, sin and cos are most important. Other things you sit and practice and have a grip on it. So I'll see you in my next session. Please revise this thoroughly and attend my next session. Thank you.